Pepe. If I told them, I'll be catching a chef.
Well, my main cat marshal for you now, who said, "You do my bono, we do my Amagana fan to my pefra, or how ne bra, I mean, Mabunu Fomuno, where would we nisha, which me want to say, and I'm a mamu bonnet, our president who for the bomb, ye dear in Tin and there, Obagana, ye bressa, and now may call me a tonkas and Kuno friend say, Shaja.
Okay.
Now we can check out board for also the bagana is equal no more. Now better than be your home. If I can be 153,000 dirham. What the bagana is equal more? It is over 700,000 Ghana cedis. We don't know crime in Tiasia. And I'm say you cannot say at the tap and sign into your calculation now. Sika fear be waha. What the buy your crew is equal more. That may be $100 there. And the Okotonia man say what the dollar echo tosa mana because who best says crab a talker. I do what they call dollar mo. What they call dollar now sana what they are basic dirham. What they call dollar mo? I do what dollar na 16.5 cities. Maybe back room ah. They say me $1. Maybe I am in park on two sir. It me crew, it me mamu na me yeduma. But in the Dubai photo on Safran, they say UAE. Omo ye fundraising. Yembe buana jiska informbo omanpeni John Dramani.
Informbo omanpeni.
Enti because me ko $1 ka crash me ho na me dia ba. Because pay on 16.5 cities.
Nice.
They be for 16.8 Ghana cedis. It is a who get 10,000 Ghana cedis. That's how they got $1. And there's a one year who create dollar, your father said $1,000. That is a 16.5 thousand Ghana cedis. Almost 17,000 Ghana cedis. Just $1,000.
Dollar no kwenu
yes.
Oman Bampacho fundraising maybe someone coming say obi trace na matro ni di. It means a mobile power or more trace can and a benefit. Amembo na na say say
abra yedi Yesu Kristo etale cross ayeba be kuno no na akonfo mienu e wo na nchen ba ko ka say onimso ye Yesu a onje ho ba ko ka say onu de ogidie so ye Yesu do duru ne papa fi a on kai no Yesu ko duru ho no o kai ni o kai no abra no wo cross no so no it say Yesu mpo e kai ni o mo boana e be den na ye as political party ko duru a yen kai omo bo political party
omo Matthias
ya omo beto aba no omo de omusika omo de omo honde omo de omo mpai bo mun senkyerefo ande wa begina ha sanka sambre anka wo da fio onso odonti Ghana donti wa be pie mu ha interview me na me adom na edin kunu ma mu bi the way from that
the ATM me be say I think so on your omo buy na mu tro mu di mu tro specific people like obi otumi yiska into my question is like supposed to be another position is good for those who pay the money or a bit to me amobia
ebe amebu ye na se Yesu ye ba be kuno no for onya agidie wolu mu e na oduru ho okai wan kai konfo ba kwa oso no hwe omo ba ha nyina no ebi ho de sika na ete echibi ebi ho de na mpa ebo na ete echibi ebi ho de na honde na ete echibi omu nyina me koduru a including mo senkyerefo a mo ma ye airtime for free no the duru ho a
my last question.
Yes.
So now no say omo kai Yesu.
Yes.
Inti me gina eno so ebisa say Ghana na mu begu oman. Inti no ekoba say obi ankai Mahama ebia we vote amana. Inti me say mobile power sankrofo no mu fiom.
Say Mahama be di so no yes second interchange no. Na na do mpo nya kwan fro so ana me boa. Say na na do engineer ndi. Osu ye ba na ebe ya kwan na ye yesuku a Ghana nyina na be kuma na meboa but ko ba ne say ye ma contract ya say contract ni nipa ba ko pe ne betima ye de mawa na say wo ya say de ma Ghana share say Ghana amfa so beba so ana meboa nti duru ha ye be hwe
we bua ma say me da se pepa cho sika TV ni wo be bo odin a kire ma hwefo
okay pepa cho ye frame me Albert Akpoza na me
okay
I'm a guest. I'm an honored guest to the party. I'm an honored guest to the whole event.
Okay.
Niema omuye okrom hanom no. Said the omo boabo ho no e na emefe. Until anytime be omo to omo safrem no. I'd like to join to help and support their good cause.
Okay. Because say mbisa and them mo raise iska say mo dey support to party.
Yes.
Now we know say about to promoting here the
yes.
Obi wa we iska. But ontimi mbagan and but o did this sika no kwan betimi aboama win na mo pen mo saka
say me kind no me yo hoho
okay
be boa adwuma omoye
okay
but adebakọ me nyimi say If you take America, if you take England, these are places I'm very familiar with, so I'll give you these places.
Okay.
Immediately, Kamala Harris joined the race in America. It was not because she joined, but because she was able to raise funds.
Okay.
By the third, fourth week, she had raised $650 million. Why? She's flying, she's crisscrossing the whole of America. It costs money.
Okay.
Like I said, Obia TBB chairman, the amount of money it costs to travel a day across Ghana to catch live communication to media houses.
Okay, it means a lot.
Yes, as an economist, there's nothing free in this world. And he said, yeah, Obi ye bibi, now it costs money. That's Obi to me boa. I believe say boa. Boa. Because a year, ebia, they said yeah, but Malik, if papa, enya home for so no, but ne ba, ba, benya home for so. Memema, ebia, omunya home for so, but omadam fu benya home for so. The fact that Obi hu beton is what we want for the world.
Senior Mamidas, me patch our last word on the 7th of December, then I'll be catching Ghana.
Omonto Abapa, in the hope that they can change Ghana for the better. And I think with that, God will support their good cause.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Where is Sika TV? Patch your name is
from Joseph Ajari.
Joseph Ajari. Yeah. Okay. They in our no to see.
Okay. You are as a NDC member.
Okay.
Me deputy youth organizer.
Okay.
Ewo chapter no. Nti boabe support program no because see no. Nyoma ekoso Ghana no. Eden. Nti no. We Ghana ni na BBC ekoso no anfa ho anhwemu a. Enye ese do hu shew na oboa sina Ghana befa ntuma pa
efra mi won say mu yiska fundraising na mu yiska mu ya na atwodi meti bi say sika na mu yi no mu ko office ai be yiza no fine u yiska ni bi enti say yankopon ya adon na if say Mahama to me wini na when your position bi a how are you going to feel?
Oh no me nyi sika say me pemfaso sisi a me Ghana ni.
Okay.
Mi womba Honorable Malik Basintale ka sembi o se ni papa eso seed ni papa enya ho fa so ba sisi a ne ba edi ho fa so ti mi so mi so seed no for me future mi kwala ene me nana no ma omo beba nti no man so seed ni ana me yiska ne se mi pedi sisi a
okay
bibi ba am a human being fine but enye se me ye for
me personal omo betan so no mo anfiwa how
because what I need the government to do, say Ghana, ebesesa.
Say Ghana,
ebesesa. Ama ye nyina ye ho atoye because emu bi o ho a ye hwe enuanomba me womba mienu a me pay school fees every time. Books a ye dia bra me ami betua for akwama mo bie me ka kire wo a ebe ha me because Ghana nyoma asenti ye pese e Presidency Numa is Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Okay. No be reset Ghana into the right path.
Okay. Or last word.
Okay.
7 December.
Yeah, 7 December. I know deep down in my heart say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama be winning. Na nia ebe man na winning say Ghana for ebe see 24-hour economy na see. Na ye two abano ama His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Na eno na be mboa ama Ghana for NDC power.
Power. Okay. I heard the former Asante Court of Prayer at the same time Black Star big man ye who NDC Jumedi na say then echo.
Meda sinu akwenya. I think say ye Ghana emi Ghana ni na ye man no na ye penny ye. I think say irrespective of any political aspect ye Ghana no na ye penny ye say punto ebe ba Ghana no ntino say unhumi wa ha so I say me support to the ebe man put to aba e man no
it so far momo you ebebre you would ba but where is ka for fundraising ntino mesre say o yiska ne keka na so obekọ Ghana na wa kwato aba
oh me yisika dia aboa ma ho de betumi aye dia aboa no once I mean ni ho no musisi ade
man say usika na ntumi nto aba
misika betumi ato aba ebetumi aboa obi ashe obi nkra se na be ya ebetumi motivate ni ukọ ebia party ukọ polling agent we nyina no omo betumi influence omo by unya that support no the more I don't think say obi be ba so be influence no with ebia emo bi anasike bi anase bibi eno so betumi aboa nipa no say obetumi odidi ye no ye okay wo ho no ma I think say bibi be okay
it over meti asi kana mu release no omo kwachecha amanfo anase it is like
yeah we are NDC supporter na ebia we are more opportunity say we are polling agent we are polling agent na ebia bibi sa no na like a common everyone see we other opposition party and other party ni ba no be ga just okay so come do says bibi kikiru be odebe mo na betima influence we no just our latest support no and na betima impact bibi ama ye polling agent any omo support so mo ye bibi I think say sa na betima
Mr. Isaac medasi bebre ene kakra was what they are to just
hello your from Stephen Kobi Audi me am Gina he make us say na me nye politics me pay politics because me need electoral commission ejuma since 2012 up to now I'm at Tukwan Abaha but mechanic crane said the entire me hu age NDC is because of nyama e koso we kum sisi we share the kind of leadership ayewo mu sisi no Ghana deserves better. Ghana doesn't deserve to be
then I remember na wo Mahama who did it say your manager
Mahama no wa be ye omanpenida nti na nipa reka say ensu asu ansa obi ehus de mu yedu Mahama by within 4 years how by comparing to 8 years I experience it speaks clearly between the NPP and NDC who is better management of the economy. Mama was to know $4 cedis. Obi say your economic risk it. In TF economic man, you demand 8 years in there $17 cedi. So as a normal human being, between these two people, one or they two me man. Because Obi also incompetent crano or not me keep it $4 cedi and below. Who also your competent? I am now president in Dino. Who the dollar could be 17. So this one, the record speaks for itself.
Last word, assembly of the country.
I'll be with fear. Shall I sit them and fan to aba? I come on to come Yama and come in 2 coins and me baby Juma. What I say, Tia, you are, you are one that better Juma DH, and because you per se, Mamma and Brown and Biffy magic position, and Yanuti. But you per se, Mamma and Brown, no best share economy, no best is in Yamama, Yanyanuma, job move, you know, Obianya, I sit in a pantana. Anything I did 1G program no. And say be a pay bibi NDC went na ye dey 1G.
Yes, I will pay bibi NDC. Ti ahene neso me da si be free. Say Sika TV, please your name.
I'm Isaac Adongo.
Isaac Adongo. Okay, so far no. Me won say fundraising na kwaso kama. Obi entimi amba no wo fie e hwe mo. Then na be kan kire o ma fam.
Ye work ni say sia ye kro no bibi akodu no enye.
Okay.
Na ofo na ye pa aja ba na free on sem omo hu ade nti ye Ghana nyina adwuma na ya ba se ba okay kwan ya be fa so a ye be jema no de ama obi a obetumi ama ahoto aba na Ghana sika sem ejina na naso
Ghana sika se be jina
ne obeba mpuntu obeba ye man
okay
sa ni pa na ye de ne ba no don do ma ni ma waye bida ho no ye hu se ne na mpuntu ekoso Sana yesiesie baby a de hwe ayafo ene yenkura school komu na yesiesie kakra de betu ebotom so na biba nkura dodo ano mo nya adwuma nya no mo nya adwuma ya nti ene ya yegina ya mabunu kwa nya adwuma ya ye penipa oba obetumi aso ya sene na ede mpuntu ba
that was be yeah so you better when on the 7th of December
okay
big man why there baby Saudi na waka bibi kakra
e fa Dr. Amufa but there you want Adongo akani na eno ano no
be pa cho make to me be so last person me say na mo ya fundraising no mo trotro di
yes
na me pa cho so bi entimi entue scanibia ono mo ba power mo si sa ni pana na set say
me pa cho eno de ye nyina ye be fi obi a e Ghana ni obi o want NDC bia o ha bia o ye Ghana
enti na pa cho edi na mo tro like the meaning of the like some true. It will be a went to an income on crop for kind of honey, but see who you crop for bed. Okay. I said, I'm not sure more buy Nadi, but more trees can be. I mentioned you will see when you go for buy. Okay. Then as you more buy. When more buy. Also, I hope we'll fly. Okay. It's actually good. Much from and I'm going say. Okay. That evening, your family Philip Kofi Awudi. Okay. Into the so far no on the 7th December. Then I share in film mountain.
Pioneer boss Yankopo be adum na nkunimdi na be yedia. Okay. Na yetimide ejuma pa ne mapa ye papa ahihye so person de brain John Draman person de brain no. Ya bonechi dom no de brain. Na yesanso shega na fo boss ye mu bi mu said nyama wa ahihye so de beba no. Amba enne so be sanso etia no me patcho me dase me fundraising me patcho utumi is can be na me ado mitimi bi boy so far where you sika no say if say on the 7th NDC we need power no mo ba na say when your position be a say na obe feel like you be fu say when you be bisa na say baba na say da me here position be a oga me here position da be me wo mba o ebusua oga na okay yankopon ya adom na aban ne ba na ne makoi no mu nya adwuma ye nyama koso mo na hospital papa kwa ebe me de okay say nyama nyaza ne ma na koso ba mi nya position bia okay do when you for position no me nyama adom wo ha me koba letimi support mo ho support fi kakra na so far we say oh ani de minti membo akakre bia me so me de support bia no enso de support okay me da wasi be
It's your boy Freezy McBones. You know, and he's being freezy, but he always make it easy. You already know. Time be asami ba Dubai, Sika TV. And one of me Charlie, young Konkwa.
$1,000, and you can go for 3 days, 5 days. That is the government we are talking about. So please, you are giving your money to a trusted hand. You are giving your money to somebody who is tried and tested. Just recently, one of the major propaganda against the president was that he was involved in a bus scandal. Just last month, the whole government institution, Office of the Special Prosecutor, came out and said that John Mahama was clean and had nothing to do with it. And you see, when John Mahama was giving power, he made a profound statement which I'm reminding all of you today. He said that he is leading government. He has done his best for this country. Posterity was judging. The verdict today is that posterity has judged him positively and rightly. So we are here because, you see, why we are here is, in Ghana, we are doing ourselves to mobilize. But you see, the strength of every party is the quality of its diaspora. When the diaspora is not strong, even the house will not be strong. Now, these people have stolen money to the extent that one minister, a lady, sometimes we say women are softer. But this lady, $1 million was found under her bed, cash. And the interesting thing about that 1 million is that because the money is too much, they can't take it through the bank. She parked it in her garage. And people were, her houseboy and house girl were stealing the money. Look at it too. There's so much money that they stole over 1 million and she didn't know anything has been stolen. She didn't know. And we have them like that. The scandal over scandal. And because they have the money, now they openly propose in Ghana that we will win the election, we will use money to steal the election. And that's why we are mobilizing all these funds to ensure that your verdict, your vote, your future is not stolen with money. We are just looking for who will ensure that we will be able to stand our grounds. The election is already won. All the major election polls has put Dr. Mahama beyond 52%. All major polls, both international and local, all major polls have put John Mahama beyond 52%. Which means that we are winning. And you see, there's a proverb in our language. There's a proverb in our language that even when you are beautiful, you have to add bathing. Because if you don't bath, even if you are beautiful, they won't see the beauty. So, if we want to win, we shouldn't just sit down and say we want to win. We must prepare. And this time, we are not preparing only physically. We are preparing physically, financially, spiritually, and in all fronts we want to be there. And that is what we are calling on you today. And more so our friends, who may not be Ghanaian, but you are here. What is happening in Ghana is not something that we want to even talk about all here. We are talking about a country that over 14% of its youth have no jobs. We are talking about a country that 3 square months a day. We are talking about a country that today, a lot of you are here, you cannot send your cars or your things back home because the duties you cannot pay. We are talking about a country that people cannot go to school because the situation on the ground is so deplorable that people cannot do. Please, that's why we're calling on you. We want you to come and hold hand in hand, because injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. So don't think that you are here. Oh, no, please. At least one day we'll remember that when we were calling for our friends, we saw you standing with us. One day say, when we came to UAE, that is where we had some reasonable amount to support the life there. You may not be supporting to necessarily say that I will reap it in the future, but let the humanity in you play to ensure that justice is done in Ghana. Finally, John Mahama said something. And what he said is that, he didn't want to run again. It was the people who forced him to run. Virtually, the people in Ghana said that for anything at all, we want a trusted hand to take us for the next 4 years. Because the person who is in power today has turned himself into a huge tyrant that in Ghana today, for the first time in the history of Ghana, when we were going for the election in 2024, 9 people were killed on the street. Shot, 2020. They shoot them and kill them just for him to win power. In 2024, the whole journalist was clamped down and killed Swali. And in fact, there was another one. That is where Ghana used to be very peaceful. Never have we lost a life in election. Never. But in 2020, when the tyrant was on the seat, we lost nine people. That is the country we're talking about. That is why we are saying that we are not fighting for NDC. We are fighting for the people of Ghana. We are fighting for justice. And that's why John Mahama has promised that when he comes, all those people who are killed, he will set up committees to investigate and give justice to the dead, because their blood is crying for justice. All the money that has been taken from our country, All the money that has been taken out of the country, John Mahama promised that he will form what we call ORA, Operation Recoup or Loot Monies. And let me also dare to add that we only will not recover, we will prosecute people and ensure that justice is done. So we call on you, please donate hugely. Donate to support a good cause. Donate to a trusted person who will account for each penny that you give him. And we will not disappoint you, inshallah. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. We have the men. Let me take this opportunity to welcome former Deputy Governor of the Bank of Ghana, Dr. Johnson Osim. Can you better, please?
So let me stand on the previous protocols established and to solidarize with you all. I like what I see. This is NDC. This is truly NDC, taking out time to meet, to see what we can do to support the NDC's campaign. This is a noble thing you are doing, and I encourage you. When you listen to Honorable Adongo, when he spoke, you notice that it is as though it is NDC governments that develop Ghana. Do you notice that? Yes. When they come in, they want to develop, they build this, they build that, and some other people come, and what do? Okay, but that shouldn't stop us from building. And so that is why we have put together such a good manifesto document. There's a lot in it, so take your time to go through it one by one. You see, for example, that we are serious about the exchange rate. The CD, right? Who knows the CD dollar rate today? What is the rate today? It appears to be changing by the day. And it makes things very difficult, as an investor. So we are focusing on how to manage the CD. One of the ways we want to go is to look at remittances. Remittances, the little monies you send to your relatives back home. If you look at the total amount that comes to Ghana, it's huge, it's a lot. But the problem is that the central bank is not able to control them. And so there are leakages here and there we have observed. And so we'll make reforms. And we think that if we are able to reform the remittances alone, and also reform the regime for gold exports, we'll be able to stabilize the city. And then another thing also is that the law that is used to manage our foreign exchange, that law is a very old law, 2006. So we are going to pass a new law altogether and make sure we capture these new innovations that are coming into the space. There are some other exciting things in the manifesto. Let me just mention two of them. Many of you know about crypto transactions, right? Cryptocurrency here and there. So we want to start the building blocks so that people can participate in that space safely. Currently, there's no law in Ghana regulating the providers of the platforms, those we call the virtual assets, providers. So we'll pass, a law for those platforms to be well regulated, not you, the investor, not you. The platforms to be regulated so that the space is safe for those who want to go there and play around. You've heard about the Women's Bank? Yes. That's another innovation we are bringing on board because we think that what they call the female economy, the contribution of women is usually underestimated. So through the Women's Development Bank, we'll emphasize, that perspective also. So you see, it's only NDC that thinks about these
You must be proud to be following a party that is forward-looking, a party that wants the good of the country. So let me encourage you, don't get tired, support the party with the least you can. Trust me, once there's a change of government in December, you will see a new Ghana. Thank you. That was a short statement from the Deputy Former Governor of the Bank of Ghana, Dr. Johnson Esiama. Very well. It is time for me to introduce the man of the moment. He is the Deputy National Communication Officer of our great party, NDC, and his name is Malik Basintale. More fire, more fire, more fire, more fire. When he's going to do the fundraising, see, for now, no, we see Ghana, and we go to no. And then the job never found good film. The Gina, the command is Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Said the mayor, when they are my Prof. Nana Jiru, who quite man. A probable in all the 60 regions across the country, in all the 276 constituencies, no, the BRB to me, I am Kama. See, Mr. Why Waha and then a Butaya beating Yoha, who make sure say, he beat me achieve that a Yabutaya is in Israel and the Baha. Over to you, man of the moment.
And very simple. Somebody said I needed to charge the crowd. And I said no, I won't. Because the role I'm supposed to play here does not like noise. Sika and So if I should charge the crowd and I make a lot of noise, I'll be attracting human beings, but I'll be driving away money. And indeed, we are here to solicit for funds. And so today, don't be disappointed if you see me not in my usual element. It is because it's just like taking Patience Ozoko from acting as a witch and making her a reverend sister. You will not enjoy that movie, but that is what she's been able to do. Maybe once in a while as a reverend sister, the witchcraft will pass through, but she will be reminded that that is not the role she was built to play. Let me thank all those on the high table, Dr. Albert, my very good friend and brother, my other friend, Dr. Mufa. I've always been in touch with them. And Sheikh Mohammed Shabibi. I remember the last time I came here, his only message he had for us was John Mahama, John Mahama, John Mahama. I don't know if today John Mahama. NDC. And so when I returned to Ghana, I was with President Mahama. When I played the video, I still have it on my phone. And I asked President Mahama, I said, this man says he's a very good friend. When President Mahama looked at it, he didn't think twice. He said, that's Sheikh Mohammed. And he said he remembers his own very good friend. And so I'm very pleased to meet highly distinguished people on a I have touched the right spots. Anyway, thank you very, very much once again. 1 year ago, nearly 1 year ago when I was here, I challenged your chairman, a very distinguished young man. In fact, but for he and Rasmus, I used to think all short people were bad people. But now I know that some of the very brilliant people we have is my very mentor, Ras Mubarak, and Solo. But not a Kufuado. And I refuse to add Honorable Adongo and Baba Jamal to short people because they are not short. I challenged your chairman, Solo, to fill the auditorium. And I said, if the numbers increase, anytime he needs myself in UAE, I would run here. Today, I haven't counted the number of persons here, but I can confidently say that the numbers I met here nearly a year ago have improved and have gone up. I say so because of the new faces I see here. There are many of you I didn't meet here 1 year ago. Today I can see a number of new faces here. That shows that Dubai UAE chapter is growing, and we shall continue to grow in our numbers. I will give a story, and that story today will be the second to last time I would say it. I've said it 4 times already. I would say it here for the 5th time, and the 6th time will be when I ever feel that this is my last stage in politics. I will give that story, and after serving in whatever office God asks me to serve, I will then retire from politics. That story is about my father. My father was a lover of Jerry Rollins. Those days in our room, you will find our calendar will be Rollins. You remember? Even the curtains, if my father had an opportunity, he would print Rollins' pictures on them. The chair of my father, behind it was a big picture of Jerry Rollins. And anytime my father sits down, it was as though he was appointed a minister at the time, where he had Rollins' picture behind him. My father loved Rollins so much to the core that all he ever wished was to shake hands with Jerry Rollins. One day, there was a program in Tamale. And in fact, after that program, they used to call them district directors. I think they are DCs. But those times they were not called DCs. District secretaries. There was this man in Tamale. He was a district secretary. Maybe the high people, some will know him. He's called Gugulana, Alaji A.M.B. Samti Ibrahima. He was a district secretary at the time. And then right after that program, on their way home, they had an accident. And so they rushed them to the Damango District Hospital. The program was, I think, in Wa, so they were returning. My mother was a matron, so my mother was asked to cook for them. Rollins got the news and said he couldn't go to Accra, and so he wanted to pass by the hospital, visit them, and before leaving for Accra. Then my mother called my father and said, "Today I am the caterer for those who had an accident. Rollins shall be passing by, so you come to the hospital. When Rollins greets me, I'll tell him that my husband also wants to shake hands with me." So my father left the house, and then on his motorbike, he got to the hospital. So Rollins shook hands and shook hands and shook hands, and got to my mother and shook her hand. And my mother said, "Oh, my husband is here, he wants to greet you." And Rollins said, "Oh, let him come." So Rollins shook the hands of my father. Ladies and gentlemen, even 10 years after, my father will still tell you how the palm of Rollins felt. And I know if my dad had an opportunity, he would never wash that hand. He shook Rollins. Unfortunately, it was the right hand, so you have to wash it before eating. Many years after, my father naturally became a supporter, a sponsor of the NDC in his own small way. I remember there were times there was supposed to be a rally, and when they are contributing in the constituency, they will call my father. Even if it was his last goods, he will sell just to give the money to them. So they have the program, he will do it. My father supported the party until one day John Mahama also became vice president, and Atamels was president. He never met any of them. When John Mahama became president in 2012, my father said yes, he had shook the hands of President Rollins, but one last person he wants to shake hands with is John Dramani Mahama. Unfortunately, my father passed on in 2014. After all the sacrifices he had done to the party, he never had an opportunity of shaking the hands of John Mahama. At that time, I didn't even know what my fate was, because I was a young boy growing up. Fast forward, in 2016, 2017. After NDC had lost, went for a program in Damango, and I was seated there. An innocent boy from nowhere. Then President Mama was on the days. From nowhere, he just pointed at me and he said, "Young man, come." Then I came. Then he said, "What is your name?" I said, "My name is Malik." He says, "Oh, okay. I like you. Oh, what school do you attend?" I said, "Oh, I'm at the University of Ghana." He said, "Oh, okay. Wow, that's great. What course are you offering?" I said, "Banking and Finance." So through interaction, he said, "Okay, I think I like you. Are you into politics?" I said, "Yes, I do student politics." He said, "Okay, so you'll be my friend." I said, "Okay, sir." I didn't know what that actually meant. Then in 2018, I was there one day when his ADC, DSP James, called me and said, "President Mama says I should go and contest for a position in the Northern Region." So I went and I picked forms to contest for Deputy Northern Regional Communications Officer. Some way, somehow, I just won. And that was the beginning of marvelous things.
Sure.
Fast forward, I became the Savannah Regional Communications Officer. After they splitted the regions, President Mama says, "So, come to Savannah and become the substantive communications officer." I moved there. Then, after that, national elections came. Today, my very big brother, Honorable CD, who I didn't even know was part of the committee that were recommending me in the last elections for another position, not even deputy communication, was just telling me today. Of course, I had the information because I was told to contest for that position, and I refused. And I said I wanted to go for deputy national communications officer. Honorable CD was just reminding me today. And then things have been working that way. And yesterday I was walking on the streets of Dubai, Al Rega, and somebody shouted from the car, "Basintale." I said, "Hey, a poor boy from the north." It was not even a Ghanaian. I was flying. I flew into the country with Mugabe. One got to Ethiopia. 2 guys from Kenya came to hug me. They said, "We see you on TikTok." Yes, and Mugabe was surprised. And I told Mugabe, "So then let me contest election in Kenya." I've given the story so you know what the little seeds we sow could be effective, not just in our lives, but in the lives of our descendants. I know that there is nothing special about me, and there's nothing special that keeps me moving. It is simply the grace of God and the seeds that were sowed by my father many years ago. My father sowed a lot of seeds in the party, but sometimes if you looked at the benefits he had from the party before he passed on, it was really, really sad. But I see the benefits today, and I see that my life today transforms because of the seeds my father sowed. I looked on the sheet that was given to me, and they said I was supposed to raise funds for 25 minutes. I don't think that if 8 years of this inept, corrupt Akufo-Addo Bawumia government is not enough to convince you to support a good cause like that of John Dramani Mahama, then I don't think I can use 25 minutes to convince you to donate. And so I'm not an expert in fundraisers, but I know that 25 minutes cannot convince you if you've not been convinced after 8 years. This may be the shortest fundraising ever in the history of Ghana, and I want to set that record. So I'm doing a very short ceremony. I'm turning it upside down. Instead of starting from the high table, I want us to rather inspire the high table. So 3 people with 3 papers. Are they ready?
Sister Kausada,
So please stand here. Yes,
Please come forward.
Stand for it. The guy. If it is 1,000 and 2,000 to 5,000 dirham, this lady will record it. Walk straight to me, mention your amount in my ear, I'll tell them and they'll record it. When I'm done with the papers, I'll take the names back to Ghana. I'm done. Okay, so we start. Yes, separate yourself. Stand here, stand here, stand here. Okay. So you walk to me, you mention the amount, and I tell them in the record. Let's start. First person. I'm waiting. First person. 10 minutes and I'm out of here. Give him a round of applause. 1,000 grams. Thank you very much. So write it. Name and 1,000. Second person, let's go.
His name is Akwesi Boache.
Okay, so you write it. 1,000 dirham. I said 0 to 500 dirham to record. 5 set to 10 minutes, I'm done. Okay. And then when we win power, these papers will be in my pockets. Let's go. Next person. Next person. Next person. Next person. Next person, put your hands together for him. Thank you very much, sir. Mama is grateful. Okay, 1,000 grams again. Thank you. So right, about 10. Okay, so 10%. 10%. Put your hands together for him. 2,000 grams. Put your hands together. So put it here. 4. Okay, right, so 4 person. Let's do this. 10 minutes, I can't, and I'll sit down. 500 grams, put your hands together for him. Put it there. Let's go. Fifth person, put your hands together for him. Fifth person. Thank you. 500 grams, put your hands together for him. Sixth person, put your hands together for him. Put your hands together for him. 500 grams, so put your hands together for him. Next person, madam, NDC is coming up. 500 grams, so right. Same and amount. I need the papers. Yes. Next, 500 grams, go here. Put your hands together for them. So let's go. Please, let's go and wait. Man of the moment. Let's go. How many minutes more? 7 minutes to go. Okay, good. Fantastic. 10 minutes are done. 8 years, if 8 years couldn't convince you, 25 minutes cannot convince you. Thank you. All right, 500. Thank you very much. 200, fantastic. Fantastic. Next one. All right. 500, thank you. 500, thank you. 5, thank you. 200, thank you. 500, fantastic. 500, fantastic. Okay, thank you very much. Fantastic. 200, fantastic. What you say? I need the names. Very important to me. Can we get somebody next to do it? All right, thank you. Yes. Sir, Omo the names is fantastic. Omo numbers and names in Please. Yes. Your names and your phone. How many minutes more? We have 6 to go. Please. 6 minutes, okay. 6 minutes. I want to stand up for one. I want to set the record of the shortest fundraising ceremony ever. Once we are done, we are done. There you go. After the last minute, okay. So next person. Next. Yes. Next person.
The mama that we said to Ghana.
Yes.
The big man at the
What you say? Mama scan so. Ghana obey the name.
So this is the first phase.
That's what baby ama wadachi. Aye wo be ye wo ba, aye wo be ye wo fa se.
Sister Trey.
Memo papa eba. I'm about to be there since training. I will post 4 minutes.
Has anyone been touched and wants to support the cause of President Mahama?
Yes. What's the Baba? Sorry.
Please.
I can't come.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Grateful. Thank you. How much?
Capacity.
Thank you. 500 dirham. Thank you very much.
For capacity.
Thank you.
Capacity.
Next. Any more? Please, when it's time, just tell me.
Yes. 3 minutes left.
3 minutes left.
Yes.
Thank you.
Nobody said.
Thank you
very
much.
Any big job.
Grateful.
Noble. Yes.
500 dirham. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
What you say?
I'll go back to him. Thank you very much.
What you say?
Thank you.
Why have an eye?
Please, any more?
Where find him? I think I can be else.
Any more want to support? Any more?
The men in coats at the back.
How many minutes more? How many?
2 minutes.
2 minutes. All right, 2 minutes more. 2 minutes more. 2 minutes more. 2 minutes more.
Malik.
Yes.
2 minutes maybe.
No, we'll come to phase 2. Don't worry. Wait for phase 1. No. So, thank you very much.
5,000 dirhams.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. Don't worry. 2,000 dirhams. Put your hands together for you. Thank you very much. Fantastic. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So we are begging. We are begging this year. Say your boss law. So, 10,000 dirhams. 10,000 dirhams. The next envelope is Mr. Jeffrey Awino. He's also giving us 10,000 dirhams. 10,000 dirhams. That's right. 10,000 dirhams. Put your hands together for them. Sirs, we are grateful. Your contribution will never go in vain. People you see here are the people going to man the affairs of government when the NDC comes in 2025. And you can be fully assured that whatever investments you need in the country called Ghana, you will definitely have your hands on it because of the caliber of persons seated here. So thank you very much for reposing much confidence in our country and in the NDC Ghana. Put your hands together once again for them. They have been marvelous in their contributions. Now, we are still on phase 2 of our contributions. I want 10 people, 10 people. In this session, 10 minutes, we are out of here. 10 minutes is so long. 10 minutes. I want 10 people each to give me 1,000 dirham. 10 people, 1,000 dirham. 10 people. So please, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 people, 1,000 dirham each. And then we'll write their names. So please get another paper.
You write your name.
Get another paper
at the back of your.
You write the name. You write the person's, the amount, and the person's contact number. 10 people.
Capacity.
Each to give you 1,000 dirham.
Capacity.
Please write the name, the amount, and the number.
Capacity, man.
Fantastic. What's your name, sir? Prince Parry. Put your hands together once again for him.
Capacity.
If there was ever a time you wanted to support the NDC, it is now. Because this may be the only time you would have a high-powered full delegation of national people from the party on the high table. But it is better, yes.
And say you are more sorry about.
Yes.
Yeah, not sorry.
Okay.
So I want to walk straight to them.
Okay.
Now, Mama Jai.
So fantastic.
But the angels, no, is
fantastic.
The 900 million angels.
So let's raise your hand. Go work to you.
To be better, I'll go here ready. I know the envelope.
So number 2.
Now the number.
Fantastic. Number 2. Number
capacity.
Number 2. Who is the second to give you 1,000? The second to give President Mahama 1,000. Who is the second? Who is the second? Who is the second, please? Who is the second to give President Mahama 1,000 dirham?
Yes.
Who is the second? Put your hands together for him. Let him come. Bring him to me. Bring him. Thank you, sir. Bring him.
And it's not touching the heart.
Please bring him.
So am I doing?
So please write his name, his contact number.
1,000 dirham.
Fantastic. 1,000 dirham.
That's your
person to give me 1,000 dirham.
One every apple. One every son, sir. Why are you ready,
Please, who is the 10th person?
Yanko.
Who is the 10th person? How many minutes more? I need to check my time.
Yanko.
How many minutes more? Please, the 10th person to give me 1,000.
When are you ready?
Sow the seed.
When are you ready?
Prosperity. Sow the seed for prosperity. sow the seed for your future and sow the seed for Ghana's future. Yes. Who is the third person, please? Anybody with 500?
Yeah, 500, yeah.
Anybody with 500? Anybody with 500?
Anybody with
500? Who's going together for you? Who's going together for you?
Louis. Say Ghana na so forgot say.
So let me write it. Yes.
Ghana na so forgot say. We be our pay American visa be our. Offer 500 dirhams. I will say be our. Yeah, the ever be here to Papa. So this is the memo Papa.
Please the four. 500 dirhams. The
500 dirhams.
500 dirhams. This shouldn't be
500.
500 dirhams.
I'm sorry. Comment c'est Asante Kosoida. Last prayer.
Put your together for him.
Of Ghana football here. Because pitch now over so ball of
Mugabe.
What else?
Mugabe.
Yes,
with this role, I'm giving them two. I've gotten one.
Yes.
Because I know somebody who also have 500.
Here.
Yes, on this road.
And just like yes,
this road.
Say, ABC.
Obi the 500 become.
500 become. Okay. 500.
On this road.
500.
500. On
500.
On this road.
500.
Isaac Amago, God bless you.
Yes.
500. 500 on this.
500 dirhams.
Fantastic. Put it all together for him. 500 dirhams for him, sir. Abdul Razak. Thank you very much. God bless you. Now the middle row. The middle row. Two people. Give me 500 each. I'll come back to this row for that one person. I'm not done with him, and I know that person. I'm very the middle row. Two people to give me 500 each. Who is the first person? The middle row. Which row are the Abu Dhabi people? Oh, the middle. Abu Dhabi people. You give me 1,000 each. You cannot come from Oyo City and tell me you don't have money. Please, the middle row, 500 each. I don't want to take it to 1,000. 500 dirham each, please. Support me. 1,000 dirham, fantastic. You see, there was a reason why I was looking for the Abu Dhabi row. 1,000 dirham. Put your hands together for him. Put your hands together for him. Please, a second person to bail the row. A second person to give me 1,000. He's shown that this is the rule. So yes. 500. 500. I'm counting 10. If they don't, we move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
capacity.
9,
capacity.
10. So hold it. Capacity. Go to the next table.
I should move to this place, right?
So this row, everybody 1,000. 1,000 dirham.
One of them 1,000 dirhams. One of them are the flowers of one. Who is a glass of glass of what do you say?
Since I come here, cousin, intimacy, come on. Meet you, Obi Afro.
Sir, Oman can be there to the America.
And the Obi can be there.
Eradicasa.
Yes, sir, Obi can be there.
One can be there to the America. Capacity, and this thing.
Obi can be there.
Mobilization for capacity, man. I'm going to be a movie. Yes, hey, I know more. Sorry. I said, I'm going to believe you. The capacity, and the Buddha man. The boy, you know, hope, yes. I'm just going to come. Fantastic. I just know what happened. John Mahama, I'm what he had. A bit me, I owe. Bit me, I owe Fassi. A bit me, I owe Nana. Over telephone. No of them, Malik. Over telephone. Patrol from Mogadi. Send the work for CB, me Pequoyam and Waha. You hear the qualification on any come.
Economy, fantastic. To raise 5,000 dirham, fantastic. It's not easy. To support them, just multiply that by 4.7, right?
Yes.
And you know how much they have brought.
What you see?
It is not easy.
What you see?
It's not easy. It is not easy. Please, those here at the left side.
Me so many no table no money give more money.
The last table.
Money give more money hana madiaba. Aya. Chama no mukasa. Aya.
Mugabe.
No, me ni me nyawa. Okay, can see any Mr. Mo. Whether the whole to be a new idiom. A crabby answer. The Vancouver. Why? They come up with a mammy. Mother. So, Mama, 2 minutes.
Mugabe, hold on. We are moving into another chapter. These are NDC shirts.
Fantastic.
Okay. We have done a few of them.
Fantastic.
I'm not selling them for high prices.
Hey, what's up?
No.
Quality.
You know, there's a party shirt that was supposed to be given to you for free. As a sign of love. I have a marker here. I will sell to you. I'll get one of them. You endorse the back. And I give to you. You see all the people on the high table, they are ministers, chief executives in waiting. If he endorses your shirt, tomorrow you go to his office with the day you are going to his office, wear the shirt to. When you get to the gate, you turn the back of it and you show the bodyguard. This is your signature.
Okay, in Dubai.
This one, 200 dirham. 200. And I get somebody, he endorses. In fact, I'll mention the person's position to you. I know what all of them will get. I'll mention his rank so that you put his office in your mind.
Governance, please. Finance ministry.
200 dirham. Please, who is the first person? 200, come. Please come to me. Thank you very much. Yes. Yes. But Fabra. No, farmer, Mima Obia endorsing. Maybe. Let me see. No. This small. It's small. No, it's small. It's small. It's okay. Okay. So please take it. I'm coming.
200 dirhams.
Honorable Baba Jamal, please endorse this for me.
Baba Jamal.
Is the marker there?
Hey. Obekwa Attorney General for what?
Lawyer Ascoloni. Marker.
And just let the opposition is in there about. But you money scan my scan there. Let's know her size.
The marker is the marker there.
Okay for you.
Good.
Size.
Yes.
Size.
Ya teacher post review. We
see you for.
We have mistake grammar for positions from Sydney Melba.
Say the name dada. And just now we feeling in
Put your hands together for this. This signature is a life opener. Say amen. Congratulations, sir. You've just gotten your check to something.
His own.
Third, who? Protocol officer. Mama me maka na me endorse we. Hey, Mama maka. Size there. Mama me maka. Protocol officer me amebra. Mama me.
So my
get large, him the size, please.
Get him large, please.
Give me this.
Yes. Open it. Let me see.
But protocol officer, you have to go and be praying that I'll get something or else this my signature will be useless. If I don't get anything that you come, I'll take you to Adongo or Baba Jamal or City's office. So they help all of us. Both the one who signed and the one who received the signature. We'll all be looking for help. Put your hands together for him.
Go join signature.
This signature will open doors for both of us. Say amen.
Amen. Power to the people.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Now, the next person. 200 dirham. Fantastic, sir. God bless you. Then put your hands together for him. Let me see your body.
This hands there. Hey, SS2.
Look for 5XL. This hands cannot fit into 2XL. Honorable Ras Mubarak, do us the honor, sir. Thank you. We are going that way. Former MP Kumbungu. Grateful, sir.
Fantastic.
The marker is there.
Power to the people. Power to the people.
Former MP Kumbungu and incoming.
Hey.
I'll leave it at that. If you want me to mention it, bring 1,000 dirham. Pious. This signature.
A grand success. To the chapter chairman and his team, we say Ayeko. Thank you is not just a word, it's more than an emotion. It is my great honor and privilege to propose this vote of thanks on this memorable occasion. Let's give glory to God. Let's give glory to Almighty God and Allah for making today's occasion a resoundable success. To begin, I would like to thank our chief guest, Mr. Alex Akboza and Dr. Amofa for accepting and honoring this program with their inspirations and thoughts. We will cultivate the advice you gave in real life. Thank you, sir. To extend our gratitude to our own Honorable for making time out of his busy schedule, traveling all the way from Ghana to UAE for this special occasion. I strongly believe it's all for the success and the love they have for the NDC. We say thank you, Honorables, for graciously accepting our invitation and coming for this occasion. Your presence here today is a success and inspiration to motivation to us members and friends of the NDC. A heart-filled thanks to invited guests for your support this evening. We are grateful for honoring our invitation. Last but not the least, we would like to thank comrades and everyone present here for gracing this occasion and giving support to the NDC in the winning election 2024. All is well that ends well. Once again, thank you all for your presence and your support tonight.
Next on the line is a closing prayer by Mr. Michael Amono Abu Dhabi.
We are Mizu. We are going. Heaven knows where we are going. We know we will get there. Heaven knows how we will get there. We know we will. Surely 7th December we will get there. And it has been written. Okay. Now my close prayer. God has promised us that when we are with Him, everything will go well with us. So every father, as this event comes to a close, we offer our heart-filled gratitude for its success and impact. We thank you for the appointment it has been provided and the positive effect it has had on all the participants. Help us to take this moment of refreshing, Lord, to consider the lesson learned and the growth experience. May we carry those lessons forward in our hearts and use them to guide our future endeavors. We are grateful for your presence here, Lord, throughout this event and for the blessing it has brought us. Many and more we ask this in the mighty name of Jesus. Amen.
So the final breaking news, Aisha has given us 10,000 dirham.
10,000 dirham. Aisha has given us 10,000 dirham. On this note, we are closed. Whether you contributed or you didn't contribute, the food is now available. You can put your hands together for yourself. Put your hands together for yourself. You made your mama proud. Thank you very much and God bless you all. DJ,
what say? Some by Dubai. I'm about to pay more Dubai. I'm sure say Dubai, they uncle be bring a bed and a quack. Say do an hour corner only car company by copper and I may recommend the amount. A hunters rente. Our more Dubai. Massa. O pe car ko be bia person the car could be ano. The show more cheap coin. Massa car ben a opa wa winya. Lambo. Den Ferrari. Den car ben. Ufi airport so and as ufi Ghana be do airport. Na winya be bia obefa car uni car from omona man egu machine so omona man egu fidie no to from o pe be so atena ho beto ifie papa ya dan efe emu hwama dem wo awunim na akwaji a within a short time na katan chu aso nkronsu na eden ebeyo o pe dan so a make sure say o be contact you what you say na oben ba bi kama car so no de car se so de omo de be ma gam what you say na enye fefefe intino o ma